Good morning, John Walker from Lacan TV. This is an unboxing and a video for the Holy Stone HS110G drone. So I'll show you what it looks like, the box. Here it is, the HS110G. Number one thing I was surprised about, it came in a very nice case. So here's the case for the HS1T Holy Stone drone. When you open the case up, it has this cover which covers the drone. It came with a manual. And here's the manual for the Holy Stone. It's a thick manual because it has different languages like most manuals now have. One of the items I like about the case is these straps, which allow you to strap in this soft cover that goes over top of the drone. So the soft cover can be strapped into the case. So I'll pull the items out, or I'll show you there are some extra items in here. There's a pack of replaceable blades, of course, in case the blades break or you crash it and the blades crack. Inside this case too, there's a small screwdriver as well. The drone also comes with two batteries. There's one battery and here's the second battery. I took the batteries out and charged them up. They say it takes 90 minutes to charge the batteries. It takes longer if you're using a computer. I used the cell phone charger to charge them up. So those are the two batteries it comes with. As some people have pointed out, a downside of charging the batteries is they have to be inserted into the drone. So you couldn't, for example, if one battery ran down while you're flying, you couldn't be recharging the battery. The second battery, that is. Here's our first look at the drone. And I pulled it out because in order to get the controller out, you have to take the drone out. It comes pretty much assembled, as you can see. All the propeller blades are attached. The propeller blades are also, just to show you, if you replace them, they're by A, B, C, D. So they're all labeled according to their number or their alphabet. So it could have done 1, 2, 3, 4, but they did A, B, C, D. Let me correct that. It's not A, B, C, D for the propeller blades. There's A and B and B. So there's two A's and two B's is how it came assembled. This is where you insert the battery, and the battery simply slides in and locks into place. So I'll demonstrate putting the battery in. You see the connection points at the bottom. And then on the battery, you have connection points as well. So they're hard to see because it's black. But you can see the connection points. Remember, the top here goes at, this is the top of the battery. So you just slide the battery in as such, push it in, and there you have it. It's in place. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the manual other than to point out there is an app you can download, HSGPS V1. That's the app. Or you can press the cue card here and pull up the app. The cue card wasn't working on the Android phone I had, so I did pull up the app and just installed it. I have not installed it on my iOS phone yet, but I did install it on just a spare Android phone I had. The instruction manual does take you through the initial setup, which is pretty easy. A little complicated if you think you got to remember it out in the field, but what I found, once I set up the drone, I didn't have to reset it again. I was able just to go ahead and use this drone. So I'm going to see if it's still set up. I would like it to somehow be able to kill the memory that knows it was set up. I'll show you. It's set up. We're inside the house, so I'm not going to fly it in the house. But I will turn it on, and when I take it outside, I will fly it. So according to the instructions, the first thing you want to do is turn on the drone. And there you see it turned on, and there you see the lights flashing. Now the lights are flashing red because it's really looking for GPS, and of course it's not going to find GPS inside the house. So let me just turn it back over. Then the next instructions are for you to turn on the remote. I accidentally turned it on because it comes with a charge when you first get it. So I accidentally turned on the remote, but you turn it on, just hold it here. This folds up. This is your phone holder for the remote. Let me turn it so you can see the phone holder. To pair the drone, you push the left button or left toggle up, and then you pull it down. And you notice the lights on the drone have changed, and now they're blinking a different color. And once again, it's looking for GPS. It's been paired already. And at this point, you would want to turn on your phone. So let me go get the phone and we'll turn on the phone. So here's the app on the phone, right here. That's the app on the phone. So it's the HS GPS V1. So let me open up the app. Here's what the app looks like fully open. You have a quick start, you have controls, you have learn to fly, you have photos, videos, and you have support. So if I tap the quick start, it takes you to what the different features will do on the drone here. And then if I go back from quick start, and I believe that's it. Oh, it has a little more. Takes you through the pairing process too as well. It turns to vertical or portrait mode, and you can read how to calibrate it, which is nice because the first time I thought I had to take the book with me. So we'll just go back. And now if you go to controls, touch controls, it's actually looking for the drone, but it's not there because it doesn't have GPS. So normally if you touch controls, you would be able to see what the camera sees. So that's the start. We have to go outside, like I said, to let it find GPS. I'm going to take it and put it in the driveway. Okay, I've taken the drone out and it's looking for its satellite right now. I'm going to turn back on the remote and pair it. And I'm not going to fly here because there's too many trees, as you can see, but I will take it out to that little open area. Okay, I'm going to start over here, starting it. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn the drone on. You turn it over. On the back, you have the on-off button. So I turned the drone on. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the remote back on. And then I'm going to pair the remote. You push it once up and once down. And that pairs the remote to the drone. Now I'm going to carry the drone out here to the edge of the concrete. This will allow it to see the satellites. And if you come back in and look at the remote, the camera's not showing yet. So I have to see why the camera's not showing. Okay, well, dumb me, I forgot. Like I told you, this is only my second drone. Forgot you have to go to Wi-Fi. You have to find the Wi-Fi for the drone and the app. So let's go to Wi-Fi. And there you see some of the Wi-Fi addresses. The one you want to focus on is the Holy Stone. I already paired it once or connected once to the Wi-Fi, so it's saved, so I'll be able to connect it again. Let's connect it to the Wi-Fi. All right, now as you can see, we're connected to the Holy Stone Wi-Fi, so now we will look to see what we see on the drone. Okay, you can hear it. Those are the blades running. You can see them turning. We'll turn it off the same way. Actually, it turns off if you don't go up in the air. So we'll walk it out to the center away from these trees. It is a little grassy area out here, but we're right above the grass blades. So we turned it back on. Now we're looking at the grass, and we'll go up now. I'm going to land it with the same button. Sorry for the shaky video, I'll take it out. Okay, I'm going to start it again, and remember, just pull the two joysticks down. And then you have a one button takeoff. Right now I'm in the beginner's mode. So now I've taken it up and it's just hovering, looking at my house, and so I'm going to take a photo. This is the drone shooting the first time, and was relatively low light. But I was surprised at how well it picked up the apartments. Now this is the drone shooting the sunset. Here I have two disappointments. One, the sun does not look like a blob. That's the first disappointment. Now the second disappointment comes in this video. Even the slightest bit of wind will really rock this drone. Of course, you can try using software to compensate for the rock, but I was disappointed. One final example, you see the rolling taking place, but I would grade the camera probably as a C. It's okay camera, not great, but okay. Okay, here's the Holy Stone HS110G, all back in the case, and here's the box. And I have decided, after using it for a couple of days, before anything happens to it, any damage, I'm going to return it to Amazon. And you might wonder why I'm going to return it to Amazon. Well, if you notice the video was too shaky. The camera also is not that great. When trying to catch a sunset view, the brightness of the sky, which was not all that bright, was just too intense for the camera, and it just looks like a big bright blob. So for those reasons, I have decided to return the HS110G. Now I might say, if you're just using it for a camera to show pictures or to fly around, maybe even to practice with, it's not a bad little drone. It suits that purpose, but I really want, if you look at some of my other videos, the sunsets I did with the iPhone, and I'll compare the sunset with the iPhone with the sunset with the drone camera. It really is a very, I think, very mediocre camera. I've almost put the camera down when you're trying to sunset as poor. Other pictures not in the sunset, I would just say it's an average drone. So I have decided to return it. And so I'm going to return it, like I said, before I get any damage. I'm going to try another drone with a different camera, at least with a gimbal on the camera. And I'll be showing you that video once I get that drone. Okay, folks, this is a wrap-up, our review of the Holy Stone HS110G drone. Well, the packaging was excellent. You couldn't beat the packaging for that nice case. The setup, too, was easy, simple. I think anyone could set up this drone. Okay, let's talk about flight control. I mean, when you're at the controls, is it easy to control this drone? I think yes. I don't think this is one of these drones that's going to fly away from you and crash. It has a one button return, and it does return and hovers a little bit before it drops. So I would give it an excellent rating on flight control, which is important if you're selecting a drone. Moving on to stability. I would have to really rate this drone sadly below average you saw how it rolled in the wind. And if you're trying to take smooth videos, well, it's not the drone for you. And I will emphasize that was not very high wind. Well, let's talk about the camera. The camera was disappointing, especially when it came to shooting the sunset. The sun just showed us a big blob. If you look at any of my other videos where I shoot sunsets with the iPhone 8, the sun is very clearly seen, but not in this case. So I was disappointed in the quality of the camera. Now I might mention something though, I probably should have been disappointed. The drone only cost $177, so don't expect a $400 or $500 camera quality from a drone that costs $177. Okay, let me give you my overview. Keeping in mind that this is a very low-cost drone, $177. So don't expect perfection from $177. Maybe I thought I would get lucky, but that's not going to happen. You're probably going to have to spend, if you want a quality drone for taking pictures, sunset videos, sunrises, weddings, you're going to need to spend in the neighborhood of $600 or more, or have a drone that can attach a GoPro. So that's my recommendation. It's a great toy. If you just want to fly around, show people how a drone works, buy it. But if you're expecting something that you're going to use for good YouTube videos, this is not the drone for you. Move up in category. You're going to have to buy a more expensive drone. Hey, this has been John Walker for Lakat TV. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I do videos that focus primarily on 3 areas: technology, travel, and cooking. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.